Welcome to day 10 of Strength, 30 Days of Tai Chi Daily Exercises. So this is the exercise video of the day. Don't forget to watch the Tai Chi video of the day as well. You can click the link in the video description to get all the classes sent directly to your inbox. So today's exercise is called chair-assisted hamstring curls. So your hamstrings are the back of your thighs. All right, so these are really important for many reasons, especially for walking, going up and down stairs, especially uneven surfaces if you're walking, and really even just getting up and down out of a chair or out of your bed or off the toilet. You pretty much need it for daily function. And a lot of times they can feel really tight, but a lot of times it's because they're weak. And so one thing you can do is start to activate your hamstrings and make them a little bit stronger. All right, and so I'm going to show you today, first demonstrating the exercise, and then we'll do it all together. All right, so for this one, you might want to find a chair that doesn't have wheels, or use a countertop is even better, so something that doesn't move to hold on to, because we're not going to do this one specifically for balance, so you want to make sure you really have some good support. All right, so find a good support, and then what we're going to do is stand with the feet about hip width apart, all right, or even shoulder width apart is okay too. And then all you're going to do is shift your weight over to one side, and then you're going to lift the other leg, bending the knee, and then bring it back down. All right, so bend the knee, but you don't want to bring the whole leg back because that's going to activate your glute muscle, which we will do in another exercise video. But for now, we just want to isolate the hamstring to make sure that gets what it needs. All right, so you're just going to bend the knee. So see how basically just my lower leg is moving. All right, you want to stay nice and tall, looking straight ahead. All right, you can take a peek down if you need to, but that's all it looks like is we're just going to bring the leg up to about parallel to the floor or the earth, or even if you can't bring it up that high, that's okay too. If you can only bring it up a little bit, that's okay. Once again, I'd rather have you bring it up just a little rather than try to lean forward and get the leg up real high, because that's not going to work the right muscles. So stay tall, try not to lean, and just move the lower leg. All right, and so we'll do 10 of those. I'll show you from the back too. All right, so once again, you're just lifting the leg straight back. All right, and then shift your weight, and then you can do the other side. See how that feels. All right, see how I'm not real leaning over to the side. I'm not bending forward. Nice and tall, just moving the lower leg, just basically bending the knee. All right, now you can keep your toes pointed. It doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. So you can have the toe pointed or flexed or however you want, or you can just keep it neutral and just use the muscle itself. You can really just tune into the back of the thigh, the hamstrings there. That's going to be better than trying to use your toes in your foot, but if you have to, that's okay. All right, so now we'll do it all together. We'll do 10 reps on each leg. All right, and so you'll want to breathe during the hard part, which is usually lifting it up. So breathe out. So breathe in and then breathe out. All right, so you can do it the other way as long as you're breathing. All right, so let's begin. You can pick either leg. We'll start and then we'll do the other side. All right, ready, begin. 1, 2, we'll do 10, 3 or less if you need to, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, you can do less if you need to. Listen to your body. We'll do the other side. Shift the weight and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so after you do 10 on each side, don't do any more today. See how you feel tomorrow, because you might feel sore tomorrow if you haven't worked your hamstrings much. You might even start to get cramping. That's a sign of weakness if you're doing the exercise and you feel it. Sometimes cramps can come if you're dehydrated or not enough electrolytes. There's a few other ones. Sometimes there's not enough sleep, you can get cramping. But usually if your hamstring's cramping while doing the exercise, it's because there's weakness. And so you just got to strengthen it. All right, meet yourself where you're at and just move from there. All right, so start off, you can do it barefoot without shoes. That's going to be the easiest for weight. To make it harder, you can put on shoes. That's going to add more weight, so that'll make it harder to lift. You can put on heavy boots to make it even harder. If you have wrist weights or ankle weights, you can put those on. And you can use a band. I'm not going to show that one because I don't love using the band so much with that because it's easy to slide up the leg. Kind of like the last exercise we did for the front of the thigh. You can use bands if you already know how to do them, if someone showed you them, but I recommend getting some ankle weights if you don't already have some experience with bands. So that's going to be the best way to do it. So let me know how it felt for you doing the exercise in the comments below, and if you have any questions, you can type those in there, and just let me know how it's going for you throughout this program so far. Any feedback is welcome. Just try to be kind about it if you can. That's my only request. So that would be nice. And yeah, where our community is all about compassion and kindness. And so that's something that I really promote. And I find that I try to practice with myself as well. So self-compassion is sometimes a challenge as well. But think of it as a practice, not a perfection. And I'll see you in the next video.